What's up, church? Good morning, folks. Thank you for joining us on our pilot episode here of a new segment that we're going to be a part of in the weeks to come. This is season 1, episode 1 of our new thing that's here. I want to welcome you. We've been mentioning this in church for a while about wanting to take advantage of a new reality for us. As you know, the pandemic has forced us to do some things that we've been talking about for a while, and mainly our online presence, which has we see a steady increase week to week there. So thank you all that's been joining us with that. And we wanted to expand that because we have the folks here and the technology to do that. And as we are going more into a digital format around here, we want to do these weekly segments that we have humorously called What's Up Church, because apparently your pastor is fond of saying that a lot, as you know. And what we hope to do here is to highlight some of our mission and ministry opportunities that are here. Even in this time of pandemic, we have been very blessed to still be the body and the soul of the church and the kingdom in a lot of ways, and we have been very active as a community of faith that's here. And so we thought it would be a good thing for our church and for others to just be aware on a weekly basis of what opportunities are there to be the hands and the heart and the voice and certainly the witness of Christ in a time in which people need to see that hope and that purpose of God's love with all of us there. So again, welcome to this first episode of What's Up Church. Some of the things we want to do here is just talk about things that we have been about and other opportunities that are coming. For instance, in the weeks to come, you'll be hearing about certainly our pumpkin patch. We'll talk about that just a little bit more in a bit, about Methodist Day School and all the accolades that they have received as well, and how they have reopened in a time of pandemic and are sharing God's love to those, our youngest disciples and their families as well. We'll be hearing from our children and youth ministries. You'll be hearing we have a wonderful Eagle Scout project that's going to be coming up in a few weeks, and so just kind of want to give you a little hint of what you can expect in the weeks to come. We're always open for suggestions as well. If there's something that you want to see specifically, you can certainly let us know that. And as we're just getting into this, we will continue to tweak it as we go along, but we're excited to have another opportunity here to share with you all what is happening in your church. So thank you again for your time and your presence here today. Some of the things that are coming up, if you were in church on Sunday or if you have been online lately, you know that this coming Saturday, we're going to be hosting the Coastal Bend Emmaus Community Gathering. We have not met in person since our monthly gathering in February, and so we think it's important that we get together again as that group. Several of you have asked me, who is this available to? The Emmaus gatherings are open to anybody who has been on a walk or even those who have not been on a walk. So if you are interested in Emmaus and want to find out what this is about, we invite you to come this Saturday, First United Methodist Church, Portland, at 6 o'clock. Normally we eat and we have a good time of fellowship, but obviously during this time of social distancing and safe gathering type stuff, we will not be partaking of a meal, but we will be gathering at 6 o'clock for time of worship together. There'll be some announcements, time of singing, and we will celebrate Holy Communion with one another. That is a very important part of the walk to Emmaus. So again, I invite you all to come to do that. Please wear your mask. That's very important. We will social distance here in our worship center as we have been for the past few months. But it's a great time to get back together as the body of Christ as well. Another thing that's coming up very soon is a movie night for our children and their families. This is a great thing that our Director of Children's Ministry and Children's Council have put together. It's the fall movie night. It will be happening on Saturday, September the 26th, also right here in our worship center. We're inviting our children and their families to come and sit together and to be together as families as they watch Frozen 2 that's there. So if you haven't seen that movie, or even if you have, what a great time to get together. We chose to do it here in our worship center because we can actually have more people in to watch the movie, and we really wanted to celebrate our families at a time. I know you spent a lot of time together over the past few months, but we hope that this is a time of fun and a time of sharing with one another. Bring your own food that's there. Bring a blanket, a picnic basket, whatever it is, and we will have some some good time there. So again, that is Saturday, September 26th here in our worship center, 6 o'clock. Also want to remind folks, as we have been talking about, our pumpkin patch is going to be a go this year. We are excited to be able to host that. If you were in church again on Sunday, or if you listened online, you know that we're going with the full truck this year. So we're going to have somewhere between 3,000 and 30,000 pumpkins. I don't know how many pumpkins we're going to have, but there's going to be a sea of orange on our front lawn before too soon. And we know that there are a number of pumpkin patches that are not going to be in the area. So we are expecting to have a good group here over the month. We will be doing, there's a few things to know on the 26th of September as well, same day as the movie night, but that morning some folks are going to be getting together to begin to put our patch together. We will have hay delivered, and pallets will be delivered, and decorations will be there. And so if you want to come that morning and help decorate the pumpkin patch, we would be glad to have you here. And then on October the 3rd is when the pumpkins actually arrive here on our campus. If you've done that before, we've always had a good response to do that. We invite you to come 8 o'clock in the morning. We do know that will be the time that they'll be here. We will be providing breakfast for all of our workers that day. We've got some tractors this year and a forklift, and so we're hoping that unloading that truck will be a whole lot easier this year, but we do need your help that's there, and so we invite you to get on your calendar October 3rd, 8 o'clock to unload the pumpkin truck. And then our patch will open Sunday, October the 4th, 1 to 7 p.m. That's there, and those hours for the pumpkin patch will be posted very soon as well. So I invite you to be a part of that very much as well. And just some other things, I want to remind folks that our new webpage and app, we're going to talk about that probably in the next week as well too. So folks, I'm glad that you've joined us here for this first episode of What's Up Church. I hope that you will embrace this as a new form of communication here. I'm going to close with just a couple of comments that I heard this morning as I was in a district professionals meeting. And Bishop Huey, who is a good friend, personal friend of mine and mentor for many years, that she shared a word about how during this time of confusion and complexity, how we need to be reservoirs of resilience. And that really resonated with me, because being the pastor of a church that has certainly had its fair share of episodes over the last 3 years with Hurricane Harvey, and then staff transitions and all that, and rebuilding, and now the COVID-19 that's there. I think we sort of epitomize what it means to be resilient in the face of adversity that's there. But I want to leave you with this word. She talked about how we need to draw deeply from the wells of hope, and the well of purpose, and the well of love during this time. And so that will be before us in the days to come. And I just invite you to ponder on how you can be that reservoir of resilience for those who need to hear that word of hope and purpose and certainly love during this time. Folks, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again soon as we join together as the body of Christ. See you later. Bye-bye.